If you can master these three things, the marketplace can and will become your playground. A playground in which you can build a sustainable and profitable business. You keep plugging away, but you're still not getting the consistent sales you hope for. Not just hope, but need. What gives? You're doing what everyone tells you should be doing, but still here we are. It's almost like the universe is trying to tell you something. That's because it is. Luckily for you, I'm here to translate that message into 3 actionable tips that will have your customers banging down your door to get hold of what you offer. Well, actually, if you stick around near to the end of the video, there'll be a bonus tip that will really get the needle moving. These aren't hacks, they're not cheat codes, and they're not shortcuts. These are the very things you should be working on all of the time in your business. This is the basics, but being reminded of the basics is only ever a good thing. It helps weed out the bad habits and reinforce the good. More often than not, problems in our marketing stem from taking the basics for granted. 3 ways to boost your sales. Well, sort of. These are 3 ways to ensure that you have a consistent and growing stream of sales. These are 3 things that every business should be doing all of the time. So what are these 3 mystical things that I've been waffling on about? I'm glad I asked and pretended like it was you. In no particular order, they are customer experience, brand awareness, and pricing. These are the cogs of your sales machine. This is the engine that moves the vehicle. This is what matters. Customer experience. More specifically, inspecting and improving customer experience. Is your website user-friendly? If it's not, then you'll be losing prospects at the last hurdle with no clue it's even happening. Is your checkout process streamlined and easy to use? I've lost count of the number of times I've abandoned my cart because the checkout process was an absolute pain and just difficult to use. A poorly designed and implemented checkout system is the death of your business. If your checkout system is less than 5 years old, there is no excuse for this. There has never been so many amazing and easy to implement solutions around as there is right now. Is your customer service as good as it could be? You don't need me to tell you that poor customer service is a killer of consumer relationships, or that it feels like an absolute insult and a disrespect to your customers. Are you easy to reach when there's a problem? Ghosting your customers is an awful thing to do. So many businesses do it and it's shameful. If this is something you even consider an option, I would seriously reconsider business as a career path. Is your complaints procedure easy and accessible? And this is an important one. And this is one that so many people mess up. If it's not easy to access and use, then look forward to immediate disaster when your unhappy customers take to social media. The easier to access and more prominent your complaints procedure, the less likely it is you'll need it. Brand awareness. Brand awareness is more than just your advertisements. Social media gives you an opportunity to create a network of engaged and excited fans. People who will help lift your brand to new heights. Email marketing. Do you have a list? Are they engaged? And, much more importantly, are you engaging with them? Other forms of marketing. What else are you doing? What else has been effective? What small change could you make today to improve the results of those activities tomorrow? Collaborating with other businesses or influencers in your industry will offer you the benefit of sharing audiences. Ask current and old customers for referrals and testimonials. These referrals are worth their weight in gold. These referrals have in my own businesses provided me with the highest quality of customers. Pricing. Specifically, pricing and the market. Charge what you're worth. But remember, the market decides how much your product or service is worth to the market. I hear the phrase charge what you're worth being thrown around like confetti, mostly by people who totally misunderstand the concept. It's not about picking a number out of thin air. It's about charging the most you can in a way that is representative of the value and quality you are providing. Increase the value of what you provide. Think about ways in which customers can benefit from your products or service even more if you made some small changes or additions to the offer. Think about how you can provide the most value to support your main offer. Whenever you think about pricing, you always need to think about value. Pricing and value are not the same. Pricing is how much you charge. But value is what the person gets out of it. What is it worth to them? And the price needs to be in line with the value. In fact, the value needs to be greater than the price. Look, I know all the YouTube gurus tell you shouldn't ask for subscribers, but I'm going to do it anyway. If you stick around and subscribe, I'll share with you something else that requires your attention. When you give it your undivided attention, it will really change the value of your business as a whole. If you found any value in this video or any other video on the channel, which I know you did, then can you hit that subscribe button? Maybe even the bell notification thing too. That would be amazing. And we would really, really appreciate that. We are such a new channel that as it currently stands, next to nobody even knows we exist. So anything you can do to help spread our message a little further, we really appreciate. So I mentioned I've got another thing to share with you, but before we get to that, let's do some analysis. I'm about to ask you a set of questions, but before I do, I want you to grab a pen and make a note. Sales is, at its core, a numbers game. Are you measuring the right numbers? Or are you leaving it to chance? Or even worse, are you overcomplicating it? What is the maximum number of customers that you can take on in a month and actually deliver? What is the minimum number of customers required every month to keep the place going? How many sales are you missing that you know of each month? When are people dropping out of the race? How did those near misses come to you to begin with? What's the common factor in all these near misses? How many current or past customers have you spoken to in the last month? Business is built on relationships, and relationships require maintenance. Have you asked them if there's anything you can do for them? Have you asked for referrals and testimonials? So the extra thing, the bonus thing. What was that thing? What thing? Oh, that thing. The thing I mentioned a few seconds ago. Yeah, that. The bonus thingy. The one thing that will increase the overall value of your business. Exciting, right? And that is customer lifetime value. What is an average customer worth to your business over a lifetime? How much money are they spending with you? Is it all in one go, or is it spread out over time? Once you've got your head into those questions and started to answer them, you can move on to the next question. How can you increase the lifetime value of a customer? That's a topic that deserves a video to itself. No, not just a video. A series, I think, would only just begin to scratch the surface. But for today, the focus is on working with what you already have. Look at the average customer. What do they buy from you? Do they buy everything from you? Everything that you offer? That's unlikely, unless, of course, you only offer one thing. What they buy from you will solve a particular problem in their life. What do you have that will further support them with this problem? Think hard about it. What else could you sell them that would benefit them? It could be an affiliate offer. It could be something of yours. It could be anything. You could create something completely new for it. Just start creating offers specifically for your existing customers, and then get on the phone and start talking to them. Business, marketing and sales, all of those things require repetition and perseverance. Deploying the 3 tips I shared with you in this video will enable you to master the most important aspects of business, the foundational work that sets the tone for what's to come. If you can master these 3 things, the marketplace can and will become your playground. A playground in which you can build a sustainable and profitable business.